In the realm of English language learning, confusion often arises from pairs of words that sound similar or have overlapping meanings, but are used in distinctly different contexts. This discussion aims to elucidate some commonly confused English words and provide practical examples to illustrate their correct usage. To begin with, let us consider the words effect and effect. The term effect is primarily used as a verb meaning to influence something, whereas effect is a noun that refers to the result or outcome of a change. For instance, one might say, "The weather can greatly affect your mood." In contrast, one could state, "The effect of the cold weather was that many people stayed indoors." Next, we turn our attention to compliment and compliment. Compliment refers to a polite expression of praise or admiration, while compliment means something that completes or goes well with something. An example of a compliment would be, "She received a compliment on her beautiful dress." Conversely, one could say, "The red wine is a perfect complement to the steak." Another pair we must address is principle and principle. Principle denotes a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief, while principal can refer to the head of a school or an organization, or denote the most important thing. For example, honesty is a principle that we should all uphold. On the other hand, one might say, "The principal of the school announced new policies during the meeting." Moving on, let us examine the words stationary and stationary. Stationary means not moving or not intended to be moved, while stationary refers to writing materials, particularly paper and envelopes. For instance, the car remained stationary at the traffic light. In contrast, one might say, "She bought some stationery to write her letters." Furthermore, we encounter the words eminent and imminent. Eminent describes someone who is famous and respected within a particular sphere, whereas imminent refers to something that is about to happen. For example, the eminent scientist was awarded a Nobel Prize. In contrast, one might say, "The storm's imminent arrival warned residents to take precautions." Next, we have desert and desert. Desert as a noun refers to a barren area of land, while as a verb, it means to abandon someone or something. On the other hand, dessert is a sweet course typically eaten at the end of a meal. An example of desert would be, "The Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world." Conversely, one could say, "For dessert, we had chocolate cake." We must also differentiate between cite, and cite. Cite means to quote or refer to a source, cite refers to a location, and cite pertains to the ability to see. For instance, one could say, "The author will cite several studies in her paper." On the other hand, the construction site was bustling with workers. Finally, let us consider capital and capital. Capital refers to a city that serves as the seat of government, or it can denote wealth in the form of money or assets. Capital, however, specifically refers to a building where a legislative assembly meets. For example, Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Conversely, one might say, "The Capitol building is an iconic symbol of American democracy." Understanding the nuances between these commonly confused words is essential for effective communication. By recognizing their distinct meanings and employing them correctly, language learners can enhance their writing and speaking skills significantly. It is advisable to practice using these words in various contexts to solidify one's understanding. Ultimately, with diligence and attention to detail, anyone can master the intricacies of the English language.